I
Go
have
ahead.
done my bachelor's and master's from Delhi University. Then I joined the CSIR National Physical Laboratory as a project fellow, and then get admitted in the PhD program there only.
Mm-hmm.
So after doing the PhD from there, I joined a publication house for some time, but there were some issues regarding salary and all those, so I left that one. Then in between, there was a gap, you can say about 5 6 months, and then I joined a college of Delhi University as a guest faculty till, you can say, I was there in December 2019. And then recently, before the COVID, just a month prior, 1 month prior, I joined the main physics department of Delhi University as a guest faculty. So I'm continuing that position right now as such.
Mm-hmm.
But my main aim is to find a job mainly in industry
Mm-hmm.
right now. So I am looking for the jobs. I am applying continuously, like in India and outside also. But because of this current scenario, now I am focusing more on India only. But the thing is, in India, I think, as you know, there are not many companies which take a person like from physics background point of view. But
Mm-hmm.
there are posts like in applied materials and Intel, which I have been applying. I have able to find some contacts also, and have asked them to refer me also. But the issue is thereafter also I'm not able to even get a call for interviews. So rest is a later thing becomes. So that's the issue. But I have been, you can say, applying since I submitted my thesis till now. I have been continuously applying for postdocs also outside and in India also, and for company jobs. But till now, nowhere I'm able to get anything positive. The issue. Most of
And
the time,
what?
I'm not getting the calls even.
Okay. What is the guest faculty? What is the guest
Uh,
faculty?
Guest faculty is like they actually they give charge per lecture. They give you. So currently, right now, as per the guidelines of UGC, there is
Mm-hmm.
like 1,500 bucks per lecture
Got
they
it.
will be giving, and there is a maximum cap of 50,000 in that.
Okay. Okay. And so you have a PhD degree, I believe. That's what you're
Yeah,
saying, right? You have a degree. Okay.
yeah.
And where did you apply for industry positions in India? Intel?
In India, I have applied in applied materials, Intel, Honeywell,
Okay.
and some other companies. Wherever I can find some relevant suitable profile, I find it, I apply. But thing is, I have not been able to even get a call for them.
Mm-hmm.
So I was doubting because the jobs which I have applied were mainly like, as I have specialization in characterizing materials, and that also is quite wide. I have specialization in biological studies also, and normal like structure and magnetic studies of materials also. And all these companies work on those parts. So
Okay.
still I am not able to find where the issue is pertaining. Mm.
But did you look for? So let me ask you, what is your aim? Your aim is to find a job, or your aim is to find a job in industry?
My aim is to find a job.
That's what I'm saying. So
But
why didn't you look for a job in academics?
actually, I am applying for academics, but the issue is in the first thing comes the private colleges in which I have sent. So they are paying way low.
Mhm.
I can make more than that doing freelancing type work of this in edtech. They pay like say 20,000, 25,000. So that's way below. And second thing is they generally do one thing, they show that they are giving on paper like complete pay scale or a better pay scale to you. And they ask to sign it, which is not acceptable by me when I'm not getting. And
Is it is
the
it
good
is it is it common, or everybody does that, or only few
generally
university?
it's most of the private universities which are not running like these ITI courses, or they do like, and the good one where researches are there. The issue is I have contacted many seniors, my faculty and other members when doing. They always say, now the thing is they won't take you if you don't have a postdoctoral experience from outside India. They prefer that. So the good universities where I can grow my profile are by doing research also. So they also generally are not considering that option. Gets out. Because first you need a very good reference, someone you know there or can pull strings from you. That comes one thing which I don't have exactly string pulling kind of references with me
Mhm.
who can. And second, I don't have any postdoc from outside to assess support. So that's, and in government scenario, it's like there are very limited vacancy or like you can say rolling advertisement, but in that also I am applying, but there is no guarantee when there will be a call for that or something, things will happen.
But there
So
are you can apply for this Inspire faculty program or a
I
faculty
have
program.
applied for that. There are fellowships like NPDF and all those. I have
Okay.
applied for them, but you can say have applied about 2 3 times because it's only 2 years I have got PhD.
Hmm.
So I have applied twice for NPDF, but I have didn't got selected in that one. And second thing was in that case I was having actually a bit problem in finding proper supervisor also because my work was in like magnetic nanoparticles and that. And
Let me ask you this question. The place
yeah,
you did your PhD at, NPL,
yeah,
it's in where this place is in Pune, right?
it's in Delhi,
Is in okay, it's in
Delhi only.
Delhi. Okay. So let me
Yeah,
ask you this question. There must be other PhD students also before you, right?
yeah, yeah.
Where did they go?
Actually, you can say most of them were very lucky than me because most got placement in couple of months or in 6 5 months in government institutes that time mostly. And you can say they were like it's easy if you have some kind of reservation also. And in my seniors mostly have some kind of reservation thing also. And other than that, which I know people, most of them no one will have some fabrication technique experience like thin film or something.
Uh-huh.
So that helps really to get a postdoc because when I'm trying to apply as such, everyone asks from some experience that you have fabrication technique experience, which I don't have in that thin film area like that, which I've been
Mhm.
applying. So I decided to get an PDF or something in this area. I wanted to do a project so get I can get experience fabrication technique. And second, it would have also increased my chances in industries also, because industries also mainly need ask that you have this fabrication. But luckily, you can say I have not been able to get a project which I am writing till now. I've been in some sponsorship for that also. I have got in waiting list, but not been able to cross the line. That line you can say when I applied for in foreign universities also.
And how
So
how how long you have been applying for jobs in industry? Like you graduated in 2018, right?
yeah,
So
I
it's
have been
been
applying since then only. I have been
right.
applying since then.
And the situation has not changed like before and now.
Yeah, yeah, it's the same situation. Even if you say industry or postdoc, the situation is main issue is I am not been able to even get a call or getting shortlisted that I can move to the next process and show my skills. So I was thinking
And
if is
and
something amiss from my CV, which you can help me. Maybe that's creating an issue or something, or in cover letter.
let me ask you this question. Um, do you think if you're gonna apply for a faculty position in a private university, you will able to get it, or you think that is difficult also now?
Actually, I have been applying in private. There are good. I have been focusing firstly on the private universities which do research
Mhm.
because other universities are like they will give you classes of diploma and something. So that doesn't help my profile. Will help later on.
Mhm.
And the
Mhm.
salary, as I told you, they give very less. That's also not exactly. So the ones which are doing, as I told you, research,
Mhm.
they have an issue like completely mindset. I have applied them, but what I don't get response from them, but when I talk to the scientist at NPL or at DU and which whom I have contact, everyone sadly because they know the scenario, they have told me they genuinely need someone who has postdoc from outside right now. They
How
don't
long?
won't consider you.
How long you have been teaching as a guest faculty?
You can. This is the second semester. You can say I
Are
have been
you
teaching for 2 semesters now,
2 semesters?
almost.
And
Yeah.
that takes care of your finances, or it is okay?
It's just okay, not
Okay.
able to because the thing is it's lecture basis. Like
Right.
now it's like COVID period. Lectures got halted because of universities getting closed, and most of the time I had got the experimental labs, so that cannot happen. So it's like that part is stopped.
Understood. Okay. So, Komal, I don't know whether you have watched my other videos, but if you go back and watch some of other videos, I would be repeating some of those things. But for you specifically, I will tell you, give you my advice. Okay.
Yeah,
As far as, so the reason I ask you this question, how long you have been applying and all that, is I want to understand because are you applying recently or before? So it looks like your problem is not just because of COVID. That's a long problem.
yeah. That's what why I wanted
Right.
some suggestions.
Right, right. So my problem, my question, answer to you is, first of all, let me give you the answer. Looking at the COVID situation, looking at, you have been applying for industry in last 1 2 years where the jobs were there in the market and you were not able to get it. I don't think doing the same thing is going to help you.
Yeah.
You have to think and do something different now, and don't put too much effort on, I want to go to industry, I want to go to industry, I want to go to industry, because it's not working for you. Writing a nice cover letter or changing things in your CV, I don't think it's going to help you.
Okay.
I can give you some advice, but I don't think that's going to help you. Again, you have been doing it for 2 years now, so you need to move on.
Yeah.
Next thing is, there is no way, if you're going to apply for an industry position, let's say if you find a position in Canada or Australia or America,
Yeah.
and you apply for that position in an industry, you don't get it because you are an outsider.
Yeah.
So don't waste your time.
Okay.
Okay, don't waste your time applying. The only place you can get a job is India because you are an Indian citizen,
Yeah.
right? The second part comes is, you can apply for a postdoc or something, but I think that you're getting late for that. Okay, so because you already been 2 years, and your research has been, you're out of research experience now.
Yeah.
So I don't think you should waste your time even applying for a postdoc. Okay. My only advice to you is, again, that's what I was asking you. Do you think working in as a guest faculty is okay for you, or you look for a job in a private university? I don't think it will be easy for you to find a job in IITs or places like that. It will be
Yeah.
extremely difficult. Let's talk about private universities. As you said, right? They try to take advantage of you and all that, and you don't. And I understand, if you, I respect that you don't like it and you don't want to do it. That's fine. My piece of advice for you is, see, see, for example, let's say here you work for a company. It's a private job, right?
Yeah.
And there is no guarantee of a private job.
Yeah.
Like many people who are doing a job these days because of COVID are losing their job. You know that,
Yeah.
right? So there is no sense of security in any job,
Yeah. That's
correct? Education is a sector which is still stable. If you are a faculty, the chances for you losing a job is less versus working for
Yeah.
an industry. And in your case, because you have been teaching now for 2 semesters, you have been out of research touch for so long and all that. If I was you, I would keep teaching as a faculty, guest faculty.
Yeah.
Take it seriously because that is what you're going to gain experience.
Yeah. Yeah. That I am taking as such. There is no issue in that. I am
Yeah,
taking my job seriously,
right.
properly in
So,
that time.
right. So keep doing it.
And yeah.
Keep doing it. At the same time, let's say you make X amount of money using that job, but you don't have to be, you're not engaged for a whole day, right? You're teaching and you're
Yeah.
out. Try to find something where you can use that time which you are not spending in teaching to make more money. So you can tutor, you can join a coaching, you can do some lot of other things. That is my advice to you, because in that way you probably can make much more money. Because end of the day, remember when I asked you, do you want a job or you want a job in an industry? You said you want a job.
Yeah.
So the whole idea of you saying I want a job, what you're trying to tell me, I want to make money because right now the amount of money I'm getting is not enough,
Yeah.
right? So my advice to you is use the time which you are not teaching in tutoring, in try to find a job in a coaching, or you can start your own coaching. Try to teach physics for engineering and so forth. Honestly, that would be the best thing, because I don't think for you keep doing and applying for industry, you need to move out. You need to not think about it anymore. I don't think it's going to work for you. So don't waste your time doing that. I have friends, let me tell you I have friends who, after they graduate from IIT, they started coaching, and they are making much more money than anybody working in a private sector. So what I'm saying is, don't be fixated in this idea of working for somebody. You can work for yourself right now. You have a choice, because I don't think it will be easy for you to find a job. First of all, it will not. And now it's COVID, so your problems is going to multiply by 100 or 1,000. I don't know. So even if I tell you do this in your CV, do this, it's not going to help you. So for you, my advice is work for you, keep doing your guest faculty job, but at the same time spend some time in thinking what I should do when I'm not teaching, rather than wasting your time in applying for jobs.
Okay.
I mean, here's the thing, you can always apply for jobs, nobody can stop you, right? And if you get an interview, well and good. I can tell you some tips, but I think that will be a waste of time. You should also think about, okay, how can I make more money when I'm not teaching? I mean, if you're teaching, let's say if you're teaching every day, every week, you're not teaching more than 1 or 2 hours, right?
Yeah.
So what are you doing in the rest of 6 hours or 8 hours?
Uh, I currently I am trying to do data science, learning machine learning, and secondly I do some freelancing work for edtechs to get
That's what,
some extra work. That's what
again,
I am doing.
don't waste your time in learning something new. I would say spend your time making money.
Okay.
See, the reason I'm telling you is very simple. There are a lot of undergraduates, a lot of master students who are graduating. They
Yeah.
will be much smarter than what you are learning right now. Try to use what you already know. So here is the point. You may find there are some coaching institutions which are saying, hey, we need someone who has a background in physics and can teach electromagnetics for IITs coaching or something. Go and do that. You probably can make much more money. And there is no shame on doing that, because everybody is doing these days. All
Yeah.
I'm saying is, looking at your CV, looking at your situation right now and what age you are in, I don't think it would be advisable. And other thing, I could have said you can do a postdoc, but you're already out for 2 years now. I don't think it will be easy for you to find a postdoc too, right? And as far as your CV is concerned and all that, you have to understand one thing. If you are a fresh out of PhD, so I am a hiring manager. I let's say I'm working at Intel. If I look at your CV, I'm saying after 2018, this is 2020. It's almost 2 years. What this guy did, what you did teaching, right? That's
Yeah.
not going to help me. That's not going to help me. And I have a lot of other CVs also from students from PhDs who are just graduated or masters or BTech. I'm going to hire them or I'm going to hire you. If you are a manager, would you do? Will do the same thing because you don't have last 2 years. Your experience in this area is almost zero. So as I said, I would advise you not waste your time. Leave it. Sometimes you need to leave the past. It's not working, move on. That's what you need.
All right.
You need to move on. Do you understand?
Yeah, yeah.
And I am going to give you very honest advice. As a manager working for an Intel, I won't choose your CV because you have been out of touch. And again, as a faculty member, I'm going to say, hey, what you have done for last 2 years, nothing. So I'm not going to hire you as a postdoc too. So I think, and as he said to you too, again, nobody can stop you in applying for a job. Keep applying. But this, my best bet would for you is if you are thinking this guest lecture is going to work fine. I don't know how long it's going to work, but if you're going to find a job, because what happens, let me tell you what can work best for you. If you keep working as a guest lecturer, keep getting teaching experience, keep getting, and you can find a faculty position in a good private institutions in next 1 or 2 years because you will have teaching experience. That's for sure. And I'm not trying to discourage you. I'm just trying to
Yeah,
give you
yeah.
an
So
honest opinion.
basically, that's the same thing which you are saying, which I am currently doing, I keep doing. That's means
Yes.
I'm taking a guest faculty and
Yes.
doing that at freelancing at tech where whatever I'm doing. I
Yes.
should keep doing that only, basically, man.
No, no. What I'm saying, keep
And
doing
focus.
that. Yeah, keep
Yeah,
doing that, but don't spend too much of your brain saying that let me find a job in an industry. I mean, if you find a job, apply. But I personally feel it's not going to work. It will be a waste of your time. I think the best thing that will work for you is right now teach, keep teaching, and try to teach different subjects. Try to see how you can teach more. Try to build your
yeah.
CV around that, and then after 6 months or so, apply